With Train coming back into the professional map pool, I want to talk a little about whether it is ready or not for professional esports. Now, even though this is one of the original CSGO maps, there have been a considerable amount of changes to this map in CS2, so will this map be viable in pro play? Before we do get started, if you could subscribe, that would absolutely be wonderful for me and my channel, as I am approaching 1,000 subscribers. Also, this video is sponsored by nobody. I mean, I'm not famous at all. Too bad. Womp womp. Let's get started. I actually want to start with Popdog. If you remember old Train, Popdog was just a ladder, and when I found out that that ladder was replaced with a long corridor, me, along with probably most of you viewers, were disgusted at that change. I mean, in retrospect, having such a long corridor is extremely awkward to fight for and extremely uncomfortable to play as a CT as well. I mean, there's so little places to hide except for one measly corner. However, one thing you have to remember is that in old Train, the ladder fights in Popdog were even more awkward and uncomfortable. I mean, it was a vertical fight. You had to be looking down or either looking up. It was just completely wacky and awkward to fight for, and most times you just had to spray and hope that you would get a kill. And after playing this map a lot more in my Face-Up Pugs, I actually start to like the corridor a lot. Especially since this corridor is an entrance to a bomb site, it is imperative that the fights that occur here are balanced and doesn't go in one way or another, or sway in one way or another. In pro play, I'm pretty excited to see how pros will utilize strats to take Popdog. Now, moving on to Bombsite A, a lot of you guys are going to argue that it's extremely uncomfortable to play because of how open it is now compared to CSGO, but I honestly think it's a lot better than old Train. I mean, to be honest, old Train felt like a maze to play. It was like I'm going left and right and left and right, and there were trains everywhere. Now, sure, it might have been a little realistic-ish to an actual train yard, but it felt so difficult to play old Train. It was just a bunch of trains stacked next to each other. The openness of a bomb site also now elicits a need for a lot of utility protocols more than before. Think about taking mid on Ancient. There are an insane amount of utility needed to take mid from both the CTs and the Ts. Think about your instant mid smokes and your molotovs and your nades and your flashes. Overall, I think this site is extremely fun to play, and the protocols are going to also go crazy as well in pro play. As usual, Ivy is an extremely powerful spot for the CTs, and if you're unable to at least crunch it off or block it off, there is a very little chance that you'll be able to take the bomb site. Overall, I think it's still pretty balanced, and it remains very similar to the CSGO version. Now, I won't cover the B bomb site because it remains largely unchanged as well, but I will say this. This map is extremely uncomfortable to play because of how open the map is, and that's good. We don't have a lot of these maps, and to have one that completely leans in toward the super open spaces is really cool. Playing a 1v1 on this map is made increasingly harder by all the little nooks and crannies you can find on this map, and you are required to lean on your intuition more than other maps. On top of all of that, I think visually this is probably one of the prettiest CS2 maps, not just because of the rain, but also because of the lighting and colors on this map. When this map hits tier 1 CS, I am 100% sure that the viewing experience will be insane. One final thing I want to add about this map is that in CSGO, every time I seemed to play this map, I would be so depressed and so sad to play this map. It felt like a chore to play. And in CS2, it doesn't feel like that anymore. In fact, it actually feels extremely fun to play. So I think that's really one of the greatest changes that CS2 has made to this map. And I am extremely excited to see it played in pro play. And I'm honestly now not dreading to play this map like I was in CSGO. It's not like one of those maps like Vertigo or Nuke where we're like, oh man, I don't want to play this map, right? It's more of those, yay, I like this map type of maps, you know? So yeah, it is really promising for Train, and I am just super excited to see anything that comes for it. Alright, if you've stuck around till the end of this video, I thank you a lot, and I would love it if you would also sub and like if you haven't already, and honestly, tell me what you think about this new map of Train. Honestly, I like it a lot, but I think a lot of people don't like it, so, I mean, hey, who knows? We'll never know how it'll actually be until it is played in pro play. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!